Guys, we are here in Dr. Phillips, 32819, one of the hottest zip codes in Orlando, Florida. And guess where I'm standing today? I am standing on a seller finance deal right here in Orlando, Florida, that I'm actually going to sell to someone else. And the only reason I'm not buying this deal is because it has an HOA. Before we go on any further, make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Real Javier Paredes, and click the description below. Let's talk about this deal really quick. This is a $600,000 purchase price with a 2.5 interest rate, no balloon, 30-year, fully amortized. And guess what? You're probably wondering, why would a seller want to sell their property on terms seller finance? Guess what? The really wealthy are really good at one thing. The one thing that they're really good at is deferring their cap gain taxes when they own real estate. This individual right here owns this property free and clear. And guess what? He is going to defer his capital gains tax and he's going to be upgraded from landlord to bank. So why do you think he's doing this? It's to save Uncle Sam, who's always in your pockets. Think about what your biggest burden is in life is. It's taxes. You pay taxes on the shirt you buy, the glasses you buy, the watch you buy, the car you buy, the property that you sell. It's your biggest burden. Uncle Sam is always in your pockets, but he doesn't contribute to the Christmas presents and or the Thanksgiving dinner, does he? No. And that's one of the things that this individual understands. He's like, let's structure terms. That way I can defer my capital gains. I'm gonna ride this out as long as I can. Most likely he's gonna let his family inherit this property or this note that we're structuring, and he's gonna win. Because guess what? He's gonna be able to avoid that 15, upwards of 30% capital gains tax he would get hit today if he was to sell this property. It's selling for $600,000 today. If he was gonna go on the regular traditional market and pay a realtor 8 to 12% to sell the home, after he'd walk away, he'd probably walk away with right around $550,000, cash in pocket. Then Uncle Sam wants 15 to 20% of that number. Do you wanna be on Uncle Sam's team? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments below and let me know what you think about seller finance deals. I'll see you on the other side. No, it's bigger than that, bro. It's like 2,000, bro.
2,000? So
yeah,
2,000
heated.
times 5.
This is over 2,000 heated square foot. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, built in 1990, I believe. You have two options, right? You go into this, you see what I'm talking about? See, like this is, they even have like a little transition strip right here. So what happens is when you go to demo this carpet, you're gonna have probably about a 3/4 of an inch to an inch gap. Under this is concrete and then the subfloor. And the only time you wanna float the floors is if your flooring is very level and it's in very good condition. This is in very level and it's very good condition. The problem what you run into is you're not gonna be able to do that around the whole entire house because you have this transition. The end result is you're gonna have to either do 2 different floors and a transition strip or demo all of this. Demo all the tile, get it all on one level. Because I don't even think you can do like a self-leveling concrete in here because it's such a big gap. I mean, the flooring people will know better than I would. I'm not sure what somebody would charge you labor-wise on that, to be honest with you, but I know that if you run LPV through this whole house or a laminate, you're gonna be around 4.25, upwards of $550 per square foot, and that includes the materials and the labor. Call this person back. And I would definitely open up some of those walls in there, bro. You're just gonna have to relocate this thermostat. When you open this up, you'll see there's gonna be 2x4s in here. That's it, like every 16 inches, boom. If you're at this every single day for like 2 weeks, you can demo this whole place yourself. Get a dumpster out there, wheelbarrow, get one person off like Thumbtack or TaskRabbit as a helper, pay them like 12 bucks an hour, 15 bucks an hour, and help you do demo.
Okay. So you probably float the floor. This is the easiest option, but then you'd have to have a different flooring in the bathroom.
Yeah, in the bedrooms and bathrooms. You can have the same flooring. You can do the same exact material, but the only problem is the only reason why you have to do that transition strip is because you have that gap.
Yeah, I get it. But the end result is you still need the transition strip.
Correct.
Like, okay. All right.
Yeah, well, unless you demo all this. Bro, to be honest with you, if you're gonna do an extensive rehab, do it the right way. Do it the right way. Just gut all this up. Gut all this.
You can tear it up.
Tear it up. Obviously, the more padding and flooring you put, you're gonna be closer to the ceiling too. Fireplace, I would most likely, I would just, paint these. You can either paint these like a black or a white. That's really in style. A lot of people, that's what they'll do. Keep
it as rock?
Yeah, you can keep it as rock and just paint it. I would just finish it. You could do like all the rocks white and then this right here, you could do it black, up to you. It's a real fireplace. I mean, I know you don't really utilize them in Florida, but.
But you could.
You could. It depends. Again, it all really depends on the person. I see this little area as like a little zen space for someone. Either plants, garden. You can do like plants, garden, add some chairs in there, and because it opens up, bro, you can walk out there. So with your kitchen, one hack I would say, which you can't really do with these kitchen cabinets and these kitchen, is I would say refinish the kitchen cabinets, but that doesn't lend itself for those because those are cheapy cabinets. If those are solid wood cabinets, I would say keep the boxes, take the doors off, and put new hardware. And call it the day, and then take all those ugly lights out. You don't need to pull all this out because it's relatively a nice door. You just do new hardware and actually finish it because again, it's solid wood. This would finish real nice. This is an awesome area too. And remember we talked about yesterday creating another room? This would be your 4th room. That way you can start charging $1,100 a room. Now you're at $3,300 a month. Your PITI is gonna be about $3K a month.
And then when I move out, then it's $4K a month.
Yeah, but this is where I was telling you yesterday I would create that extra bedroom. Bro, because you don't need this space. Like this space is dead space.
Exactly.
So what I would do is rent it out. Put a little wall up here, door here, and then they have access to your bathroom. Again, same thing in here. You do your baseboards, you do your paint, you do your, rip all this down.
Has it had inspection?
Nah. Most off-market properties don't have inspections. Because remember, the deal is so juicy already. If buyer A doesn't want to buy it, which is you, I'm gonna sell it to buyer B. It's already conveyed, this property needs work. Dude, I have one I'm selling right now, under contract, a stone throw away, for $580,000. It's in slightly better condition than this. So the value now of this right now is $580,000 to $600,000. This is hey, I'm getting free money to buy a home that I'm gonna use as a primary for a little while and then rent it out in the future and add it to my portfolio. This is that play. If that doesn't align with your goals, then it's not the right deal for you. If you went in here and fully rehabbed the property, it's not like your property shoots up to $700,000. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Where money is at in real estate is the heated square footage, the lot size, the location, okay? That's where you get your money. So yes, it would give you some value, like you coming in here gutting the whole entire place. So let's say you put $50,000, $60,000 into it.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just asking for like a ballpark, like what you think, like, because you've done a lot of these.
6.25, 640 maybe.
Okay.
If you gutted it and made it like top notch, you'd probably be at like 6.25 really, conservatively.
625, okay. And then probably like 5% appreciation a year or 3%?
Well, the national average appreciation is about 5%. This market was appreciating at like 17, 18% a year, right? That's when the market was going crazy. Now, that doesn't mean every year it's 17, 18%, but if you look at historically the average of appreciation, it's 5% on an annual basis.
Yeah,
So you hold this thing for 7 to 10 years, you're in Dr. Phillips, you're on a golf course. I mean, I don't really have to tell you.
The HOA, is it pretty much the same? Or are they jacking it up like every quarter?
HOAs are subject to change. Typically with single family homes, as things get more expensive, HOA is gonna crank up their fees too, bro. With single family homes, it's not like huge increments. Like with a condo, I'll make an example, HOA fees can jump like $75 to $100. With single family homes, because being that you own the lot, you have a fee simple ownership, you're not in a building, your HOA fees might go up $10, $15. Where are you going right now? Paying market value for a property, getting a 2.5% interest rate. Most seller finance deals that I do, and I do a lot of them, they want balloons, 5-year balloons, 10-year balloons. The seller's not asking for a balloon.
Is it already tied up? Like, you're just assigning the contract?
Yes, it's already this is under contract, bro. Now, you have to ask yourself, do you want to come in here and do sweat equity? Bro, you said you're handy, you're not working now. Is that highest and best use of your time? I don't know. You have to ask yourself that. It's like having an oceanfront property, because guess what? You're right on a golf course. We can see the golf course right from here. Look at that, look at that. You can see the putting green, you can see all this. But like I would say, I would do one of two things. You can either do that second lien position and pull the equity out, or you can get a PML in here and get that equity out with a PML on a second lien position. But there are banks that they'll put second lien positions to pull that, you can pull that equity out. We're in a market right now that's correcting. This is not I want to get this property and flip it in a year or two. This is not that strategy, bro. Yeah. This is a 5, 7 to 10 year hold.
What about the flooring out here?
The flooring, just pressure wash. Pressure wash, or you could do you could do two things. You could do pressure wash or maybe like an epoxy finish. But I think with epoxy, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think epoxy really likes a bunch of sunlight. It will start discoloring after a while, but you'd want to ask somebody who does epoxy floors. The drywall, this is what, you know why this happens, right? This is Florida moisture. This will continue to happen over time.
So you just gotta
maintain it, exactly. Keep it sealed, keep it painted. A lot of times what happens, bro, is this is not consistently painted every so often, moisture starts getting behind there, it's not properly sealed, and it starts just peeling away. So it's just not, again, it's just a house that hasn't been maintained. The roof, I believe, is 1 or 2 years old.
Okay.
The AC is like right around there too, 2 or 3 years old, something like that. Train is, I'm telling you, this is a tank. These things, this will last you easy 15 years, as long as you're maintaining it the right way.
Nice.
I get out of systems like this, I'll push them till they freaking die, bro. I'll push them for like 20, 25 years. Now, they might not be running as efficient. If I'm not paying for the power, that doesn't matter to me.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
What about this box supporting it? I don't
Looks
know if
fine,
it's-
just paint it.
Okay.
I would paint it.
Just paint it.
Yeah, just paint it, bro. It doesn't need to be rebuilt. It's not falling apart. You gotta ask yourself, do you wanna open up this room? Because right now you have a wonky setup because right now you have your dryer here. If you wanted and you wanna reroute it, you could put both of them here, get rid of this utility sink. You can always go tankless if you wanna maximize spacing. Like you can actually make this room a lot bigger by removing this, going tankless on the water heater, and then putting the washer and dryer on this side.
I've never done the tankless. I mean, have you had good success with those?
I've had great success with them. But a lot of people complain because, oh, the more power, some people complain because you need to do electrical work, etc. There's a whole bunch of mixed reviews on it. I have both throughout all my properties. I have had a good experience with them personally.
How bad is it to scrape the popcorn?
Oh, bro, it's a big mess. That's the first thing you need to do.
So just get a vacuum and attach it to the scraper?
Pretty much.
Okay.
What they do is they take like, have you ever seen like the pest control things? The little pumps so they'll fill those with water and they'll come in here and they'll get it real loose, get it real soft, like soggy, and then they'll scrape it. Then they'll come in, scrape it, come in, scrape it. They'll spray, scrape it. So what that does, it does two things. It keeps down on the dust and it makes it easier to release off the actual drywall.
Okay.
You don't want to soak it too heavy though.
So
I'm not a pop curtain guy though, but I can tell you I've seen the process. Those guys, they come in, bro, they got the right tools, bro. You should see they have the right equipment. They got the vacuum thing that sucks it up right away, and they'll come in here and they'll remove it quick, like in one day. All these. These are old school, so I would just do updated bifold doors. This trim you can keep though. You can paint that. I mean, you could do a lot to a house, man. At the end of the day, a transition strip is not going to affect the value. Now, is somebody going to look at it and say, "Oh man, I don't like that"? But what's the reality of them really liking your floors anyways? They might come in here and redo the floors anyways. The likelihood of you updating this to exactly to what every buyer wants is not gonna happen. So there's gonna be very specific buyers that want this type of product with the type of finishes. I would put your money in the paint, the bathrooms, the kitchen, the paint, and the floors. That's where I would put my money at this house. And by the way, did you see there's a walk-in closet in this room? Boom. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's hard to find walk-in closets in these old homes these days. That's another nice thing, right? So you mentioned yesterday, you're like, oh, bro, I don't like to do the roommate thing or whatever. You have your own section of the house. And technically, you could section this part of the house off. They'd just have to come through the back door. They'd have their own bathroom.
They'd have to come through the back door if it's mine or whatever.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, or they could. If you wanted to keep yourself isolated away from them, you just be coming through to use the kitchen. Nice little bathroom here. You know, again, you can do a lot with this space. Floor and Decor too, I don't know if you know, they have a design studio. They will actually help you design the remodel on this house. I don't know if you know that. You go to Floor and Decor, go into the design studio, a lady will sit down with you, she will redo and reconfigure the whole entire house on a rendering and with the finishes that you like, and then she can refer you contractors too. You're gonna be easy $65,000, $70,000 in renovation if you were to gut this whole entire place. Anything on the exterior of the home, you need to get it approved by the HOA.
Your lawn care company, do they have to get like approved or?
No.
You can just hire
No, you can just hire anyway. Anything exterior, windows, roof, paint, landscape, those type of stuff, consult with your HOA. They might say, hey, you don't need an approval for that, but still, it's an exterior component that you can see on the exterior, you might still want to talk to them. Because here's the thing, if you do like a bay window out there or some type of special window that doesn't really fit the neighborhood or their, you know, the HOA president walks his little dog around here every day, and he's like, oh, Johnny just bought this home, and he's doing all these modifications, and all right, that's against the board rules, and the rules are, you know, so. But when you go to do your rehab and you have that dumpster, call your HOA, say, hey, we're doing, you know, cosmetic or light or a full gut rehab. We'll have a dumpster out here for 3-4 days. Just verify with your HOA is what I'm saying. Who's this? Uncle Sam? Fuck. This guy is always in my pockets. Hello? What? Yes, I sold my property recently. No, you can't get another 20%. No, that's not gonna happen. You can't get another 20% of my proceeds. No way. No, I'm not paying another 20%. You've done that on the last 3 homes that I've sold recently. You can't just keep taking money out of my pockets. Everything that I do in life, I'm paying you money toward. No, forget it. So what happens if I structure a seller finance deal? Well, then I still have to pay you 20%? Guys, we just closed another seller finance deal today. And if you guys want to be a part of deals just like this, make sure you go to my YouTube channel, like and subscribe first, and click the description below and check out my school community. And I'm underwriting them, I'm showing you how I'm taking them down, I'm showing you how I'm negotiating with the seller. So click the link below and join my school community. I'll see you guys on the other side.